Welcome back to Fire and Smoke, New Ronne. We are Philip,
Abby,
Blake,
Ethan,
also known as Dungeon Master.
Avis Merlot.
Devin Merlot.
Neil.
On the last episode, the Old Timers. It's a great name. I love the name.
We fit around the block.
No, that's not your catchphrase. That's their catchphrase. What's your catchphrase?
My name's Devin and I raw hog it.
Something like that.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
On the last episode, the Old Timers finished the fight with the Corrupt. They were not able to finish this fight before the Merchant was taken out. She is still unconscious now, breathing, alive, able to be healed, but still unconscious, as you all made your way back to the campsite where the carts are. Avis, your vision returned. Devin, you still feel like you're not able to stand sturdy on two legs. You'll need to long rest and see how you're feeling in the morning. Neil, you've taken some damage. Everybody's taken some damage. And Jonathan, the pig, Edna's friend, now rests with her as you all stand around, panting in the effort to get away from that place, just out of the fear that something would turn that fight back on. And you have a second to try and figure out what you're all going to do. You see Jonathan says, "What the hell?"
I mean, I'm just glad we all made it out of there.
"What about Edna? Are any of you healers?"
I healed her, Jonathan. It didn't wake her up.
Is she like rolling every so often?
She's not making death saves. She's unconscious.
Okay.
so I can expend 5 points of lay on hands to cure a disease or neutralize a poison. Can I try that?
You try that. It doesn't do anything.
All right.
You see each time you physically heal her, she regains hit points, as in you can see her like look better, look more lively, but still be unconscious, still be unresponsive. But it looks like since you last healed her in the fight, and now that you guys have been sitting here for a little while, and after you made your way back, she did slowly start to look worse again. Like her health is still depleting over time. Everybody can make a medicine check.
I got +4. I got 14.
13.
I had an at 1.
Oh.
You guys spend a little bit of time, Avis, doing some healing. The conclusion that you come to is that whatever was done to her brain is keeping her under, and it might just be a time thing. Like you have to keep her good for however long it takes her to wake up, and you don't know how long that is. But it might just be like a constant care thing that will take an indeterminate amount of time.
Does her health keep going down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
If you're not healing her, it'll go down very slowly, as you see, over the amount of time, if you're judging it. The constant care thing will be like not traveling, like staying here.
Oh, I don't think Neil would tolerate very much of that at all.
How many days?
Genuinely, I think like 1 day. Because Neil is used to like people getting better from stuff overnight. Right. So if you go to bed, you take a long rest, you wake up and she's not better, Neil's going to immediately be like, this is something different. This is way worse than normal.
Okay. Neil, as far as I can tell, I think we're probably going to need to keep healing her, I guess. We can try to rest it off and see how she is in the morning and go from there.
You guys can probably tell, but maybe Jonathan can't because you guys are better at reading Neil's kind of expression.
And I have a +15 to insight.
And you're so unbelievably insightful.
You have +15 to insight till your next long rest.
Neil says,
Sure. I think that's a good idea.
but he's like more saying that to reassure Jonathan. He's like pretty uneasy about like stopping the travel.
You see the kid notices that little look as well, and you all decide to finish camping here for the sleeping hours. And when you wake to the dark fog around you, you see Edna, over the course of the night, has started to look a little more sunken, a little more gray, still breathing, still alive, but clearly in need of more healing. And over the course of the day, if you heal her up, you see she will slowly start to go down again, need some healing. And also there's just the nature of like staying still, like moving her is bad. That makes her do worse. But after a full day, one more thing happens.
Good or bad?
So good. The best thing. He rolled a surge and got a 100. Oh, that's what happened.
She's just fine now.
About 24 hours. I did, by the way, roll for a corruption surge, which will happen once a day until she gets better. But the first one was a 100. She rolled a 100.
As she should.
You see, as you're examining her about a day later, when you're trying to figure out what to do and coming to your own conclusions, she's been unresponsive this whole time, like literally no reflexes, kind of limp breathing, but not having any reaction. And if you like open an eyelid, there's no pupil dilation, there's no eye movement. But when this time happens, when the corruption surge happens, if you're examining her, then you might start to see like some REM, like some rapid eye movement, like she's dreaming about something. And if you open her eyes, you can see they're moving around. They're not responsive to any of you on the outside, but literally like she's dreaming or seeing something. And that lasts for a little while, and then it stops. And that's all you know.
It's 100 on the surge table. It has to be really good, right?
Can't believe she rolled a 100.
I think she saw God. I think that's what it was.
Oh.
Maybe it was, what's his name?
Oh, Gus.
I forgot.
Maybe
I'm
Gus
sorry.
explained to her all the magic stuff.
She's a healer.
She is a healer.
But besides that, her condition's just getting worse, right?
Staying same as long as you
yeah.
keep her stable. But it looks like this is just something that will take time, and you don't know how much time.
Then pretty soon, Neil is going to pull Devin aside at some point. So there's no Jonathan.
Devin,
What's up?
she's not getting better.
Yeah, but as long as we heal her, she's not really getting worse either.
But we can't stay here.
Well, not forever.
Devin, we need to keep moving.
You guys see, or rather you hear where you are just a little distance away. You've walked away from the campsite to be out of earshot of Jonathan, and you left Avis by her side as to not raise suspicion, perhaps. But unbeknownst to you, beating your past perception and standing a little distance away in the fog, somebody followed you, and you hear the kid say, "Are you guys talking about leaving her?" And he walks up to you looking concerned now. And I think you noticed for the first time that, like, the kid mentioned earlier, like, he's good at sneaking around and stuff. And that is true. You didn't, like, hear a peep behind you. You didn't have any, like, idea that he was following you.
As I was just about to say to Neil, yeah, we can't stay here forever, right? But, now that we linked up with her, we can get way further with the resources we brought. So we don't have to leave right now. We can afford it.
Yeah. And he looks at you, Neil. Besides, like, if we're trying to, like, time travel back or whatever, then, like, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here, right? And he smiles and he's, like, looking at you guys. And Devin, you don't think he understands, like, the emotional weight of you guys trying to get back to Milo. And it doesn't matter if logically you'll get back at the same time or whatever, if you are able to figure out how to get back. He's just like, this is no problem. We just stay here until she gets better, and then we just keep going.
Neil tries to like put a comforting hand on the kid's shoulder. He's trying to be very much like the I'm the adult, I know what's best kind of vibe.
Look, it's dangerous out here. You saw what happened the other day. The corrupt aren't supposed to attack like that. things are maybe getting worse.
Well, maybe, but she's our friend. Are we going to leave Jonathan too?
Can Jonathan feed himself? Because we were helping feed him, right?
Jonathan doesn't have the ability to do that. He'd have to like go into a community and try to get fed, but if somebody isn't like working to help him do that and accommodate him in return for what he provides, then he would have a hard life trying to scrounge or do whatever he could.
Why would you do this?
He wouldn't come with us if we left Edna
Probably
behind. No.
And that's why Neil says in maybe like the coldest tone you've heard, like,
He's more Edna's friend than ours.
The kid looks down a little bit sad.
Well, if it's true that things might be getting worse and, something weird was happening with these things, don't you think it might be worth spending some time here, maybe investigating that thing we destroyed? Maybe it might get us some answers. We could stay here and have people take care of Edna and at the same time, maybe make progress on something else.
I don't think it's a good idea to go back there.
The kid interrupts as he's been like collecting his thoughts, and you see he's like maybe a little bit emotional. Neil, you waited for Devin for like 100 years. You won't wait for her for like a week?
This isn't the same thing.
You see the kid's kind of gonna like turn and walk away sullenly. Devin, you kind of remember that Neil was like trying to broach the subject with you in the sewers that like, hey, I had a crisis of faith and almost left you. And you were kind of like, no, it's fine. It's chill. You didn't. But like, that's true.
He's just a kid, Devin.
Doesn't mean he's wrong. You got to take all the help you can get. She's a really good asset and friend.
We don't know if she's going to wake up.
Yeah. We could maybe revisit the topic later. I agree we can't wait here forever. But without her, we might not have even made it to the base. Who knows if we would have stretched our resources long enough to even get there. So the least we could do is try to help her at least a little bit.
We would have been fine if you and your bleeding heart didn't demand that we help that kid back at the shippers.
Could I have overheard?
Yeah. You guys suddenly hear interrupting after the kid has walked away, footsteps approaching, not trying to sneak or whatever, as Avis, the kid, kind of tag teamed you out. So you could leave Edna's side, and he told you should go talk to them. And he kind of did it in a way that gave you some concern.
You see Devin lets out like a really big sigh as he sees like a sigh of relief.
Finally, Avis, your husband is being unreasonable. I should have come to you first. Look, we can't...
I'm sorry. No, that's serious. I'm sorry. Thank God, somebody with some common sense. Avis, get in here. You're on my side.
I should have come to you first. We can't stay here.
Why not?
Edna's not getting better.
It's not her fault.
It's not ours. She's not our responsibility.
She has no one but us to take responsibility for her.
She's been alone, her and Jonathan, all this time.
And not once has this happened to her.
Without us, she never would have stumbled into those corrupted, right?
It's true. She wouldn't have turned around and gone back out. She was on her way into New Ronne.
We owe her.
Avis, I thought you of all people would want to get home as soon as possible.
Yes, I want to get back, but I have the energy to help her.
Edna's a stranger, her and Jonathan. For all we know, once we fix this timeline, they won't be around regardless.
You feel like a stranger right now to me.
Avis, I'm your friend.
I mean, I guess ever since I woke up, you've been different. Maybe not all in a bad way, but different.
If I'm different, it's because I waited for you.
It's so romantic.
And he looks to
He's just flip flopping back and forth. Like, no, I'm gonna get you on my side.
No. He's gonna go the other way. He looks to Avis.
It was for you, so that he could wait for you.
We're like a love triangle right now. Like, what is happening?
You guys are kind of polycool, am I right?
It's gonna been that way the whole time.
The old timers is the name of our polycule. We like raw hogging it.
Because
we like raw hogging it.
And the kid is not part of it.
And the kid is not.
No.
That's the tagline under the tagline, and the kid is not part of it.
I understand where you're coming from, but Edna has no one to wait for her.
Well, maybe if she had a Neil to order around, she'd have someone to wait 100 years for her.
Neil, you offered. I didn't want to make you do that. I would never make you do that. Anyway, we can't leave her, okay? We're not going to.
You can't, or you won't.
We won't.
Neil, I completely appreciate what you did. I think it's time that you try and figure out who you are, and not what you were meant to be or built to be. Maybe that'll help you.
Neil listens to that, and as you're saying it, he narrows his eyes at you, but he doesn't really have a response. So then he looks to Devin briefly, and then I think he's gonna walk off.
Is Neil gonna stay with them as they stay with Edna?
He'll be back in like a few hours.
A few hours go by. Jonathan and the kid are sitting there, Devin and Avis, when you guys get back.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are having food and talking, and you see, after a few hours, Neil walks back up.
He's got like fish strung up and his harpoon in his other hand, and dumps it near the fire. He's definitely still upset, but he wanted to be helpful, and he's gonna go sit in the cart for a while.
It's like a wordless, like, I'm upset at you, but we're still together.
It's such a man thing to do, to go
It's
off
like provider
and
instinct.
do labor, come back, and like,
Here's your firewood, fine.
That's so true.
It's like you have an argument and you go out and like, if I would
they start chopping wood.
No, it's like
It's
I go
always
out
that.
and like buy you boba and bring back like cookies or something, and then I just give it to you. That's what that's like. I'm not saying it's happened.
You know
Why
how you
would
guys
you
are.
say boba? Why would you make it personal?
You know how you guys are always arguing. And
I
like,
no,
And then he's always getting you boba.
I was
he
comparing
storms off and he gets
no.
boba.
He storms up. He's like, I can't come back empty-handed. I need to come back with boba in hand.
I was saying what it would be
Hypothetically,
like
yeah.
if it happened.
hypothetically.
Yeah, and that was
Well,
everything
That's like
over
if
right
I
now.
did that.
Okay.
Now I'm waiting for it to happen.
Understood.
Yeah.
We'll get in an argument, and then you know,
Yeah.
easy.
Then you can get boba.
Then you get boba.
I feel
Now
like
you know how to get more free boba.
That's true.
I think Neil would have felt guilty coming back empty-handed.
And you guys choose to wait with Edna until she gets better, even if it's not all 100% enthusiastically.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I need to roll for how long Edna will be unconscious while you care for her.
Oh, so she'll come back.
Unless he rolls
Neil's gonna
really
look
bad.
so mean if she like wakes up in like 3 days.
You see, as you guys care for Edna, Jonathan refuses to leave her side, but does give his thanks and appreciation for you all staying, as you're getting fish when you can, trying to save your supplies so you don't use too much of yours or go into too much of theirs. And days pass as you keep her health topped off, as you keep her still and resting. Days turn into a week, and with the 4d4 she rolled, 10 plus 4 days would have been 2 weeks. For reasons unknown to you, she wakes up after only 1. I don't think any of you know like the significance of why that happened. Per her rolling once a day, she does now have to roll 6 more times on the corruption surge table. So we got to do that real fast.
It's fun.
You said how many times?
6 more, once per day.
Oh my
That's
god.
okay.
She rolled 100 before. She can just do that 6 more times.
Clearly.
6 more times.
If she rolls 100 again, though, I bet she'll wake up in like 2 days.
How
If she
many-
wakes up at 100 again, then all this explanation was for nothing, I guess. On day 2, while you're all sitting with her, or some people are off somewhere else, you see that Edna poofs and turns into a worm. And that
This was
lasts
serious.
and that lasts for a couple hours. And then she turns back.
Okay.
Could I roll a perception check to like clock this at some point?
You can just have been sitting there. You could have been one of the people there.
Okay. I thought the implication was that this was like while we wouldn't notice it.
No, like this lasts a
Sorry,
couple
my bad,
hours.
my bad.
Secretly, she was a worm, and we didn't know.
I just wanted to make sure someone.
That's what you
did.
thought the bad part of it was. We might not know that she was a worm.
Wait, but oh man, I want to be a worm and be like, you used to love me if I was a worm.
Use more magic. Maybe you'll get your chance.
Well, now.
You guys tell us
What's
what
the
number that
What's
was?
the number?
That was a 4.
Oh,
That's a 4?
well, if it happens during combat, that's
I guess
really
it's pretty bad.
I just go in someone's pocket. I dig a hole under the ground and I hide. I'm a worm.
That's actually really good.
We don't have to get too much into it. It's
We
pretty
will look
bad.
for in combat. We'll get into it.
Maybe you lose all sense of self and you just are a worm.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, but I don't want to get bogged down
Okay,
in
a
like
worm
debating it.
digs a hole.
Yeah, I think the worm would.
Yeah, so then like after 2 hours, you're deep underground and then you turn back into Avis.
Well,
And then I die. I suffocate.
Okay, so we figured out why it could be bad.
No, it would be like a couple feet underground. It wouldn't be that bad.
I'm going to roll her next
Go
corruption.
ahead.
Something happens that you guys aren't aware of.
Okay,
No.
classic.
Actually, that might come up. I need to note that down. I listed that doesn't go away except for a greater restoration. Huh.
Why can't I roll on this table 7 times? Sounds fun.
It's not like Deck of Many Things. You can't just be like, there's a fun table. Let's just roll.
You notice no effects.
At least this one's just not dangerous, really, if you're doing it out of combat, it feels like. Well, he said something about greater restoration, so maybe there's some permanent stuff on there, like my beard.
If you shave his beard, he'll never go
Speak
back.
of the devil, Blake. I just rolled.
Oh,
Beard?
She gets a beard.
Well, I was just reading it while you were saying that. On day 5, Edna grows an incredibly long white beard. It does not go away on its own.
Can we braid it for her to match mine?
Yeah, Jonathan is smiling as you guys lovingly braid her beard. That one is also something you don't notice any difference of.
What's wrong with this table, man? Table's all like, your sense of smell is upside down now.
What does that mean?
What?
I don't know.
No, okay, but like, what does that mean?
Something imperceptible to everybody else.
But what does it mean, though?
It means that everything smells like the inverse of that smell.
What does that mean?
You know, like how things smell.
What's
Right.
the opposite of chocolate?
It's whatever you would smell at the same time as chocolate to be like, I'm smelling nothing. It's neutral smell.
Oh.
Okay, so it's literally like the inverse wave.
Yeah, the
but for
inverse
smell.
smell.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
Whatever hits all the opposite nerve sensory neurons.
Wait,
in
so
your
then does
nose.
like poop smell really good then?
It smells like
No, it
what
doesn't-
would make poop smell like nothing. So it smells like the opposite. I don't necessarily know if that'd be good though.
So it smells like the perfect amount of like deodorizer.
But then everything would just smell like a different amount of deodorant.
Oh.
The thing that happens on the last day is actually something that is a little bit jarring to everybody. Everybody's like sitting around eating a meal or something, and each of you sees something happen, and I'll just describe from one person's POV. Devin, you see Edna and everybody around you, including Jonathan, including the kid, becomes invisible. And you're like, whoa, what the hell? Neil, you see everybody around you, including Devin, including Jonathan, including the kid, including it. Everybody becomes invisible. And you're like, whoa, everybody else just became invisible. And I mean, that lasts for a minute, and then it goes away.
Reverse invisibility. You can't see anyone else.
You see the inverse of everybody
Oh.
else. It cancels them out.
So that's like on day 7. That's the last thing that happens.
Okay.
You guys were literally just invisible, and you see Edna's eyes start to flutter open,
She picks up right after that.
and she goes, "What's happening? Yeah. Does anybody have any water? A little bit of water."
Yeah,
There's a lot of pickle juice. Is that what we...
Oh,
You think that's helpful? Is that what we need?
got nutrients in it, right? She kind of needs both.
So it's got
It's got
electrolytes in it, right?
calories.
Don't feed her
Go-
vinegar when she's in her lowest
Open-
state.
Open a bottle of pickle or a jar of pickles. Start putting it up to her mouth and like tilting it.
She takes both hands and she grabs it and she chugs the whole rest of the thing, leaving
Oh.
only the pickles in an empty jar now. And she goes, much better.
Well, don't forget to eat too. There's
She
the pickles.
chows down on the pickles. You guys have been like giving her nutrients she could
Right.
swallow over the course of this week, like soft, like pureed food, basically, just like things you chop and chop and chop and mix in like water and stuff. But she's still like out of it. She scarfs down all the pickles. And then she goes, "What happened? Did we win?"
Yeah, I mean, no one died. We destroyed that statue thing, and they stopped attacking us.
Well, that's good. Whoa! And you see Jonathan like pushes her down as he tries to like go in to nuzzle into her. And he goes, "I was so worried." "Oh, Jonathan, I'm sorry I scared you like that. That's the craziest I've ever seen the corrupt." She picks up her machete off the ground. She's like, "I've had to swing this thing around a couple times." And she like stabs like in between you guys.
Oh.
I've had to use it like if I was in a bad scenario, but I've never been in something so bad as that.
Neil just shakes his head.
I'm really glad you're okay, Edna.
Well, how long was I out?
About a week.
A week? Oh boy. We got to get you guys back on the road. Weren't you in a hurry? My goodness, thank you for taking care of me. Oh my. Wow. You are the nicest folks I've ever met.
Just giving like glances to Neil.
Neil's not making eye contact with anyone.
The kid like punches you in the back like a little bit, like he shoves you a little bit.
A little clink.
Edna, how was it for a week? Did it feel like it? Because I was on ice for probably over 100 years and it didn't feel like much to me, but...
No, it didn't feel like nothing, actually. I didn't even... Well, I had one dream. It was strange. There was, I'm sorry, do you want to hear my dream? Or you guys not really care that much?
No, I mean, we're not going to be on the road till tomorrow morning, so...
Let me get Jonathan in his saddle. We'll take off today.
No.
I can tell you all we're traveling. We got to save you guys some time.
No, you need time to get back on your feet.
She is like bouncing around. She's on her feet. I'll tell you guys when we're on the road. How's that? You all ready to go?
Did I ever have time to go investigate the thing?
I thought you wanted to stay to go investigate.
I was just going to say in general, over the course of that week.
You could have done that. Roll an investigation check. You got your legs back, by the way, after a long rest. Yeah. After the first night.
I forgot about that.
23.
With a 23, you see the light has gone out of this thing. You get a hell of a jump scare as a corrupt is wandering around there. It's still howling, but not the screaming that you heard, right? It's not wailing at you. It's just existing, walking around. It doesn't seem to pay you any mind. As you see this toppled statue, it broke apart into lots of pieces, and now its base, the size of like a good old tree trunk, is jagged and has shards that point up from the earth where it's buried. The plaque is still at the bottom. You don't recognize any of the names. You don't know who AJ Tollerston was. You don't know who any of these people were. On the inside of the tree, where it's broken apart, there are minuscule, tiny little channels, like those red veiny things. And you see the stone is like stone. It's petrified wood that after a long time, or some process, you're not sure, has turned into rock. But on the inside, it does look like it was wood. Like there are the rings of a very old tree suffused with these like red veins in between. If you dig out a little bit, you see the thing just goes down lower. It doesn't look like there's any hidden information or anything. It doesn't look like there's any like crazy artifact at the base that was giving it that power. That it was just like the nature of what the tree was, however it was carved. It used to be a real tree. It came from somewhere. Being put here in this way, in this time, did something to aggravate the people who lost their lives at this location.
Did the tree, if I go down to the base, does it actually look like the tree had roots that were in the ground?
If you dig down a little distance, it looks like you don't see like an extensive root network. This wasn't a tree that was growing here. This was like, it says carved by Amelie Greenish Wood. Like this was something that was cut off at the base, like it's rounded or something. It didn't look like they transplanted a tree to grow here. It was something that wasn't natural. Like it was a tree trunk that like wound up towards the sky until it came to a fine point, like a tree that was just the central trunk and like single branch that would be at the top of it, not any of the other branches or anything.
And it looks like, besides the fact that it's petrified, it's like entirely biological. There's no like...
It looks like it was biological as far as you can tell.
Okay.
You don't know how somebody would have carved tree rings on the inside of this if it was like a carved statue.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's good then.
You guys get back on the road after the end of the week. The merchant resaddles Jonathan, who looks eager to get moving. You break down camp, roll up your bedrolls, take your electric torches, and make your way back out into the dark. And you see, as you're walking alongside Edna, who's sitting at the front cart with Jonathan, as he's pulling along, happily doing his job, she begins to tell you, Yeah, it was a strange dream. I usually don't get a lot of dreams anymore. Sleep is sleep, you know? But it was like I was a kid, and my mom, she was talking to me, and I haven't seen her in a long time. She hasn't been around for quite a while. It was back before the collapse when I was a little girl, back when times were good, and she was my mom, but she wasn't my mom. And she was trying to explain things to me about my powers, or how I became a healer, or what help I needed, or strengthening me. But it was pretty overwhelming, actually. I don't know I don't know how to take it.
She saw God. Gus, God, you know.
God is a woman.
3.
But Gus
So
is
not
an
God.
alien.
Mm.
Gus is a living thing from space. Gus is an alien.
Okay.
Was pretty freaky, but she told me she wanted to help me because I had a good heart, you know, and that felt good to hear in my mom's voice. I miss her. How about you two? You got kids? This little one here, is that yours? Or is he just along for the ride?
The pendant necklace thing is just a picture of us two, or is Milo in the picture? I forget.
You have a picture of a picture of all three of you.
I have a picture.
The pendant looks like it's pictures of the two of you from a different time. Something Milo might have kept close to him, but you do still have that file with the pendant and the photo in it, and you haven't brought it up at all.
That's true.
Yeah, we have a son. We haven't seen him since we've come here.
It's not this kid! And she points at the kid.
No, he's just been helping us. I mean, I met him, and I've been really taking care of him.
You see the kid walks along without saying anything in response. And the merchant goes, You guys said you're from the past or something, right? So are you like, is that what you said? We're going to this base to do something or other? You're trying to get back to your kid in the past?
Hopefully. Yeah.
I knew it. I've got a good eye for these things. Classic.
Classic?
As you guys move along, you guys still need to do the last 3 weeks of travel. This had kind of stopped you 2 weeks in after you met the merchant. So you got 3 weeks left on the first one here. After you get going again, everybody give a Constitution saving throw unless you're thoroughly resting in the cart and being the person to spend all your time like trying to feel better.
What's wrong with you?
He has -1 max HP. That's nothing.
Dude, let me in there.
That's chill. You got it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Avis is resting in the cart.
I have
so
59 health, so 58
No,
is fine.
for real.
58 is okay.
the kid, Devin, and Neil will make a Constitution saving throw. Again, very low DC for anything like bad to happen.
I got a 6.
18.
Someone please help me.
The kid rolled a 19, and since he succeeded by more than 5, he can give somebody +5 or advantage on their roll. So he's going to give you +5, Devin, and push you over into an 11, which is higher than 7. So you get no ill effects, no consequences.
I'll take it.
18.
Nobody suffers anything bad. Somebody please make a luck roll.
10.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Blake, you've become negatively polarized against being the one to make the luck rolls.
But you have lucky, so like
Yeah,
you're the only one who can impact the outcome of the luck roll.
For the second week, Constitution saving throw again as you guys trudge on through the dark.
Now Neil can rest.
Yeah, Neil can rest.
My turn.
Neil finally gets his second week of thorough rest.
What is it? What am I doing?
Constitution saving throw.
I got a 19.
Ooh, I got a 3. Give me.
Give you +5.
Thank you.
The kid got a 10, so he's all good. Coming to the end of the second week, you guys are getting ready to settle down for camp one night, and Edna is kind of rolling out her bedroll, and she says, "By the way, everybody, sorry, I know we haven't talked much, but I was sitting on it because I didn't want to freak you out after what we went through back there a couple weeks ago. It's nothing bad, really, but we're going to have to go through Kennedy when we're going through the pass, and it's, I don't like the people there. They're a little weird. So maybe let's all just stay close to the cart and don't talk to anybody."
Neil is so prepared not to talk to anyone. He's gonna speed or not talk to anyone. It's like a machine.
Literally.
What, have you had like bad experiences in the past or?
They're just a bit, peculiar, that's all. They're fine people. They're not going to attack us. This is why I didn't want to freak you out by bringing it up earlier. But they're just, I don't know. They give me the heebie-jeebies.
All right. I mean, it's your caravan, so we don't have to talk to them.
Jonathan nods his head and he says, "They're weird." Before we move on into the third week, if you guys don't have anything in particular to say about that, is there anything anybody wants to bring up?
The glance at me.
You want me to talk to your wife?
If you want Neil to go in and have the conversation for you, you could, but it might be taken the wrong way by Avis for whatever reason.
I could just go and
there's these
order him
rumors
to do
flowing
it.
around about a polycule or something. It's a little bit,
Not a
the
rumor.
rumor mill running about.
Not a rumor.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I think I could bring it up now. I think that's okay.
It's finally time.
I don't want
And
to
you've
wait.
remembered the most important thing.
I don't wanna
Confidence.
I don't want to wait too long.
All right, audience, get your popcorn. It's finally
Okay,
happening.
okay.
Devin's going to talk to his wife.
So-
Go time.
He's going to have
like-
a conversation with the woman that he loves.
You see, he's got like his little backpack on,
And he has
he's
a
like
bouquet of
he
flowers.
walks up to Avis with his legs like shaking, kind of like when he first stood up after his legs weren't working. Just a little nervous.
And if you'd like, you can kind of pull her a little bit away from
Yeah.
the group if it's not like something you necessarily want everybody to be a part of.
Avis, can we like go talk over by the rock over there?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
I know it's been a while since we were at the station and we, went through the archives and stuff, but I did find something while we were down there. I kind of haven't shared yet.
Well, spit it out then.
I just start pulling all the stuff out of my backpack and kind of like just laying it on the ground. I found a file all related to Milo.
Oh, let me take a look.
Oh, well, before you get excited, it's not, it seems like he was involved in some kind of like rebellion. Not that I'm opposed, like I'm all for standing up to fascist government and all that, but it seems like, us in the past were opposed. At least we didn't support him.
Show me the documents then.
Start laying out like the reports from the file. We didn't like testify in court or anything. There was a whole hearing and your dad testified against him. It doesn't say anything about us.
You mean he's in prison?
Avis, you kind of see as he's explaining all this, what he had read, what the documents say. That Milo, later in his life, when he was like a young adult, not very long after you guys had left, relatively speaking, like you guys still should have been alive and around, and you see no record or mention of your death or anything. But for various reasons that the report redacts, there was some kind of opposition to research being done in the colonies and at some secret research base. People were angry with the government and what it was doing, and some people in the colony tried to rebel. And they failed. There was apparently not enough support. You see, Milo was one of those people. He had his day in court. Nobody testified on his behalf. You see a grim-looking photo of your father, a decade or two older, an old man, sternly on the stand testifying against Milo in his role as the administrator. The 37 that were tried were shortly executed after their trials, at this point, over 200 years ago.
I imagine he was in prison for a time, but yeah, he was executed. Even though it's not even us. I feel like it's my fault.
I know. Why weren't we there for him?
Right. I mean, maybe this is all what that weird stranger person was talking about before they transported us here. Something was wrong with what we were going to create. I guess we had to see what was going to happen. I don't know what we became in the past, but I know I don't want it to go down that road.
Why did you keep this from me?
I didn't think it was a good time to bring it up with everything else going on. I wanted to find a nice break, but
there is no break. There hasn't been a break.
Yeah, I know. I can see that now. That's why I'm sorry. That's why I'm bringing it up now. I didn't want to keep it from you forever. I didn't even want to keep it from you for this long, but...
What else are you hiding from me?
No, nothing. I don't want to hide anything from you. I didn't want to hide this from you. I didn't mean for it to take this long. You know, it's just been a lot lately. We haven't really had time to connect, I guess.
I agree. I'm sorry I haven't maybe created a good space for you to let things off your chest.
No, you don't have to apologize. I don't blame you.
Devin, you're too nice.
Is it not my fault?
Don't act like I'm perfect. We're not perfect.
I guess you're right. I mean, things haven't really been perfect for a while. I guess we could both try to work on putting each other first a little bit more.
I'm glad to hear that, and I'm happy to do that.
I'm going to reach out and grab Avis's hand and give it like a soft squeeze.
You reach out and give her hand a little squeeze.
It's a very long squeeze, but I think that's it.
Devin, I think as you're showing Avis this stuff from the file and you show her the photo and the locket before you guys go away, you just have some feeling about the locket, about something that Milo kept close to his heart, even if apparently from the defacing the picture, he had his issues with the two of you. He still kept you close to his heart. And it'd be strange to wear a locket with your faces in it, but you do have his face from the photo.
Grab a little toothpick out of the backpack and I Squid Game style poke around Milo in the picture and then cut it out.
You take the picture of Milo, remove you and Avis from the locket and put Milo in, and you can put the pictures of yourselves and the main picture back in the bag along with the file. Now you've got this locket with Milo's picture in it, and you put it around your neck, and on the rest of the journey, you'll be keeping Milo close to your heart.
Just wish there were two of them. If we hug.
If you guys hug, Milo's in the middle of you.
To both of our hearts.
Wow.
Now you just need to learn to hug, I guess.
That's true.
We're not there yet.
That
We're
one
only on
didn't work,
hand holding.
guys.
They just got to half base hand holding.
Half base.
You guys walk back to the camp, holding hands. And what you didn't see and don't know about this conversation on a nat 20 is a sneaky little kid that was overhearing you. But you didn't notice that.
It's okay.
You guys walk back to the campsite as the fire is going, holding hands, and you see the merchant stroking her new white beard, and she looks at you guys and she says, "You know, I was thinking of cutting this thing, but I'll tell you what, it's growing on me."
I know what you mean.
She tips her hat.
Point at my beard.
Twinning! I can join the polycule, right?
I was about to say it's getting bigger.
Join the polycule.
You guys, after this night, get going for your last week of travel. Immediately, what you're about to do is pass through Kennedy, a former colony that, unlike all the others, was not on the coast. And as you pass through, the place is much more simple than New Ronne. It doesn't have flashy green glass buildings. It has stocky stone buildings. But you're not seeing anybody. And Edna's looking around confused as you're like prepared to keep your head down and not make eye contact with whoever these weird people are. But you make it all the way through without seeing a single soul. It's a ghost town. It felt eerie. Nobody peeking out from windows or anything. It was odd based off of the way Edna set it up. And as you guys kind of get on the other side and are leaving town, she says, "Well, that's a bit fucking weird, eh? I promise there's people there. There were people there. They were creepy fuckers, but they weren't harmful. Don't know what happened to them. I saw them. I came through this pass 4 months ago on my way towards Meltport. I hadn't been back since, but there were people here 4 months ago. I don't know what to do about this, guys. It's scary." "Yes, scary."
We'd better keep moving.
Yes. I agree. We should put some distance between us and this place. I'm getting the chills. It should only be another week until we reach the spot you marked on the map. So let's get going." And she kind of scratches at her beard nervously.
Best to get out of here before they come back, right? Those weirdos.
"Hey, man. People are gone. That's fucked up. You don't know what happened to them."
Sorry, my bad. I should have read the room.
You guys travel for one more week. It is easier going and without incident. And you don't need to make survival checks because it suddenly becomes a little easier to see. As you're going to cross the land bridge that kind of spans two far-reaching coves into the continent over to the area where this research base should be, you're seeing the fog lessen and become lighter until you guys look up, and for the first time ever in the long night in your lifetimes, Devin or Avis, you stand in the middle of the long night and look up and see a clear sky. You see stars, a sky full of stars. There's like an eye of the storm now, and you're not quite sure why, because it wasn't like a storm or a hurricane. But you know you're heading towards the area where, based off of the passage of time and the projected movement of it, the magnetic pole is here in the former Antarctic region. So it's all a little bit strange, and Edna's looking a little shaken up by this too, about suddenly being open and exposed. I mean, like, the fog made things hard to see, it made things dangerous and scary, but all of a sudden in a clear, beautiful night, you feel more scared. You feel naked. You feel like anybody could see you now. "You guys are dragging me into something, huh? Things are weird."
We would never drag her into something again.
We could never do that.
Not again.
Well, we'll see about that.
All right. I'm not gonna jump ship now, but Jonathan, keep a steady foot. Okay, let's be careful. And Jonathan trudges forward, carts rattling, bumping on their wooden wheels over the muddy and rocky earth. And you guys wind your way up through the elevation as you're getting into more mountainous terrain heading towards this place, and you're kind of getting to places where you need to switch back and forth, like literally going up a switchback and up a steeper slope until it kind of settles out. And you're coming around a bend. And as you're coming around the bend, you see something in the distance, which is not something you usually do during the long night. You don't see things in the distance. And even though it's dark, you do see it because it's not dark. As you round the bend, just a few dozen yards away, maybe a little bit more than a few dozen yards, you see light right at the area where you know this former research base should be, where you pinpointed the location. You see light illuminating what looks like in this watershed between two mountain faces, a wall, a like metal wall. From the distance, it's hard to tell, but it's like not short. It's not something you could jump over. It's something that probably is taller than you guys. And as Jonathan kind of rattles to a stop in surprise, and Edna takes in a sharp breath of shock, and you guys all are taken aback, you feel light suddenly blind you as you hear two large clicks in the distance, and something like spotlights from the top of the middle of the wall are pointed at you, and you hear a gruff voice shout, "Halt!" And that's where we'll end this episode of Fire and Smoke New Ronne. If you want to keep up with the show, please follow us on our Dungeons & Dragons TikTok account at Fire and Smoke Podcast. If you like what you hear as well, please leave us a nice review on whatever application you're using to listen to us. Thank you for it, and we love you.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Ethan?
Yes, please, we'll beg.
No, that's not how you pronounce it.
Yes, please, we'll beg.
Maple, your turn.
Does anybody else have anything they want to say before the end of the episode?
Why did no one else laugh when you said A Sky Full of Stars?
I don't know why you laughed when I said A Sky Full of
The
Stars.
Coldplay song. 'Cause in a sky, and in a sky full of stars.
Okay, I didn't think about the Coldplay song. I'm not so well versed, I guess. Was a little bit of a emotional trip throughout this episode.
This is the hard talks episode.
I like hard times.
I'm
I
ready.
like hard
I'm ready
talks.
for the Avis Neil hard talk, talking about who gets to have me.
Why are you excited for that conversation?
I'm not gonna fight over you.
I'm ready as a player for the conversation.
If you're picking someone else, you can have
Ethan
them.
and Abby, as Avis and Neil, have to fight over Blake, aka Devin.
Okay.
It's all very straightforward. He gets to be in the middle of this tugging war.
Or they could just agree to be in a polypool.
I mean, it's in the air. Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody's
Wait.
talking about it?
We're all on the same page, I think. And very soon, Avis and Neil are going to be fighting over Devin.
What if I leave Devin and I go with Neil?
And we go
And
back to the past to raise. By the way, I just realized Milo Merlo? That's
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah.
I never put those two
Way to
words
go on the
together.
kid naming department, guys.
I didn't do it.
Milo Merlo, revolutionary.
I guess I didn't think about it that much.
Honestly, like that would be in the history books.
I just thought about it now.
That's fair.
During this
That's a
episode.
famous, like, that name's gonna
That's-
stand
yeah.
out and last.
That's a celebrity name. He doesn't need to change it when he becomes a celebrity.
If you pronounced it the other way, it wouldn't be half bad. Milo Merlot.
That's
Okay.
just as bad.
No, but that's
Mm.
like the only possible way.
What about
I'm like-
Merlot?
What?
Huh?
Oh, mispronouncing Milo.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Not
didn't get what.
mispronouncing. He's
Merlot.
pitching an alternate pronunciation.
Yeah, I didn't get what you're doing at first. Milo
Merlot.
Merlo, the revolutionary.
Merlot.
You're making it worse.
That's the way worse. Easily the worst of the four.
Okay.
Mr. Milo Merlo.
The name's Merlo. Milo Merlo.
Oh.
I have issues with my parents.
And maybe Eric whenever he shows up.
Eric, I forgot. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell you guys. That's crazy. Eric texted me and he said actually this weekend he was busy with his other polycule. I don't know if you guys know what that's about, but he said they were going bowling or something and he couldn't miss it, so he wasn't able to make it to D&D with us. But he said he'll be here next week for sure.
I didn't know he was in a first polycule. I guess, is that us?
Sorry?
Are we the polycule?
I think we're out of time, Blake.
Okay.
All right, see you guys later. Slay, po,